Hey, get out of here. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool, guys. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm back from vacation now, so it's glad to be back. Back to streaming, back to making videos. The Bounty Hunter Guide will continue with another episode this Friday, but today we are not talking about bounty hunters. So as I stated in a previous video, I'm going to be starting to cover Scoundrels, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So Kat just came out literally yesterday, not even 24 hours, and she's already making such a big impact in the game, guys. And I got a really cool team I want to show you guys, and hopefully you guys get excited about this, because I can't wait. There's so many different combinations to try with Kat, with just not just Scoundrels, but like Galactic Republic and I mean just about everything. I mean, she is an incredible character, guys. Even if you don't have JMK, the new GL Kenobi, Kat, I think it's going to be a monster character with Scoundrels. So just keep in mind, as a quick disclaimer, this counter/team that I'm about to show you guys is still a work in progress. I'm still trying to fine-tune the mods, the turn order, and such, but I think there's a lot of potential here. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. Okay, guys, so this is the team we're going to be going over today. I theory crafted this team right when Kat's kit got announced. This is such a fun team. It looks really weird, but that's partially why I like it so much. And we actually found a lot of success yesterday testing on Twitch. We're pretty much taking down Darth, Revans, and Gas. So I'm going to briefly go over the mods and the speeds I have on these characters just to give you guys an idea. So Mando, offense with health. He is at 262 for speed. And then we have Canderous. I have him offense and health as well. He's at 234. Kira, she just has health, 262. She just has a bunch of random mods, so again, I still try to figure out how to mod everybody. Armorer, we got her speed at 345. And then, of course, we have Kat at 347. Alright, so let's go over some of the characters in this team. The odd one, I think, that most of you are looking at is Kira. Why is Kira here? So I'm going to briefly go over her kit and kind of explain her utility for this team. She's actually really good in this team, and I like her quite a bit. So she deals damage twice on her basic, inflicts offense down. This attack can't be countered. If it scores a critical hit, you daze them for one turn, and if both hits are a crit, you deal bonus damage equal to 10% of the max health. AoE, it's also a stagger, and if she's prepared, which she gets prepared quite easily, it's an AoE dispel, which is pretty nice. Her call to assist is great. Does extra damage if both people are Scoundrels. Each attack has a 50% chance to land exposed even if they evade, and she grants all prepared allies defense penetration for 3 turns. Alright, now let's go over her unique. Her unique's actually pretty awesome, guys. So she has 40% potency if the target isn't debuffed, and 30% crit damage if it is. Other Scoundrels gain half of these bonuses. And here's the part where it makes her really good, guys. Anytime somebody gets critically hit more than once in the same attack, Kira's going to gain 15% turn meter and health steal up, and everyone else is going to gain health steal that used an ability that turn. So it's going to be really easy to proc that 15% turn meter, because every single person on this team hits twice on their basic. So Mando does 2 hits if they're debuffed. Canderous is always going to do 2 hits. It's going to do a third if they have protection. And he's also going to inflict tenacity down, which is going to help with debuffs, landing those dots. The Armorer, she also hits twice on her basic. So there's a lot of ways to get Kira prepared and get her that 15% TM. And Kat also hits twice. This is going to synergize really well with Bam's lead, because Bam's lead gives Scoundrel allies 2% turn meter anytime an opponent takes damage, guys. On top of that, we're also going to be gaining quite a bit of a stat boost. It's going to be 20% because the Armorer is not a Scoundrel, so we're only going to be getting 20% max health and offense for everybody. This is going to make Canderous take a bunch of turns. So he's going to gain a bunch of stats from Mandalorians and Scoundrels being present as well. But his second unique is what's going to make him amazing, guys, because he's going to get 8% TM anytime someone damage over time takes damage. So effectively, he's going to be gaining almost 10% TM anytime someone with damage over time takes damage because of his unique and Mando's lead. So he's going to be going a lot. There's not a whole lot of speed that's in demand on this team other than Cat and the Armorer, which again, I'm still fine-tuning the team, so we'll figure out how fast we really need everybody. Alright, let's take a look at some gameplay here. So first things first is we're going to use Xian to swap over to Canderous. I'm going to pause the video a lot because I'm going to be breaking down what's happening. And the reason we're switching is because Canderous is going to be our way to cheat to Ahsoka's Force Leap, because he's going to be attacking out of turn a lot of times, so on Ahsoka's second turn, Force Leap will be off cooldown. So after Ahsoka takes a turn and Canderous attacks out of turn 3 times, we're going to have -4 on her cooldown already. Now Canderous's first turn is very important. He needs to crit at least twice against Gas, because what's going to happen is when he crits twice against Gas, he's going to make Kira prepared. She's going to gain 15% turn meter in addition to the 6% generated by his basic. And on top of that, Gas is going to counter 3 times, which is also very important. The reason we want Gas countering 3 times is it will trigger Beskar Mando's unique. That way we can pass damage immunity over to Canderous, but more importantly, we'll be removing 20% turn meter from the entire 501st team. So Canderous attacks 3 times, Gas counters 3 times. He did land at least 2 critical hits, which means Kira becomes prepared, gains her turn meter. Beskar Mando passes damage immunity to Canderous, as well as removing 20% turn meter from the entire 501st team. Now Kira is going to call Canderous to assist, reducing Cat's cooldowns 3 more, and also generating more TM to the whole team. Then the Armor is going to finish off the cooldown reduction for Cat, as well as generate enough turn meter where Cat's turn meter bar is pretty much full at this point. So right here with Canderous, before Cat takes her second turn, I always do an AoE for 2 reasons. One, it generates more TM for the entire team, so that's 10% TM as opposed to, 4 or 6 with his basic. And also, I don't want to accidentally topple Gas. This was something that I was, kind of a problem I was running into early on with testing, which is kind of funny, so I end up taking off a lot of his good offense mods to kind of dumb down his damage. Alright, so now Cat's turn should be coming up, and we'll be able to take out Gas. And then from here on out, this is where it gets a little bit dicey, because a lot of this is going to depend on your opponent's modding and your modding, but most of the time I was able to finish this fight with everyone alive. But you definitely want to take advantage of that stagger from Kira. It really does help you quite a bit in this fight. But I highly recommend trying to either get rid of 5s, either stick with going after 5s first with birds, or if you can't get your whistling birds off, just kill Rex twice. But you are running against the clock because that Rexalate is coming, and you do have to kind of have an answer. And that's pretty much the fight, guys. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at what happens when you topple Gas. So in this fight, it's a total fail. We accidentally topple Gas, and I pretty much just going to show you guys what it looks like if it's doable after you topple Gas, and I don't think it really is. But I also just want to kind of point out some of the things on this team. You really want the Armor to be as close to speed with Cat as possible, kind of like how I always talk about with Bosk and Grief. And the reason for that is because if you've noticed, everybody on this team is going to be lapping the Armor, because the Armor does not gain any TM bonus from anything whatsoever. So the Armor really only gets like 2, maybe 3 turns this entire battle. So you definitely want her fast, that way you just don't run into the risk of one of your opponent's characters going before your Armor, because you definitely need this TM train to just constantly go with your Scoundrels, and your Armor needs to call Canderous to assist. I am trying to figure out if we can replace the Armor with somebody else. However, I don't think that's possible with Gas. With other teams though, especially like Darth Revan, it's possible. I think I'm looking at Stormtrooper Han at the moment, so that's definitely a 5th character that might fit well in this team. Speaking of Darth Revan, let's look at some Darth Revan gameplay. So we're going to go straight after Basti. We're going to do the same exact thing we did in the last fight. I did test against a fight with Sith Trooper on the team, and having that pre-taunt is a bit of a problem, but if you have a strong enough Canderous, you should be able to punch through it. Now the one thing I do here is I do leave the dots on Basti because I want those dots to give me TM and also to feed my birds. So now we're pretty much ready to go with Cat. So we just need to wait for one more turn. And we get our birds ready to go. We'll take out Darth Revan. And then at this point, again, this is all still work in progress in terms of what abilities I should be using at this point. But I'm pretty happy with these results. And Cat makes Whistling Birds hit extremely hard, guys. It is insane the amount of damage they do. So we'll just take out Malik immediately and Marauder at the same time. And then at this point, the fight's pretty much over. I'll probably end up making an individual guide for both Gas and Darth Revan that goes more into detail, but this was just a quick video, guys. I just wanted to show you the potential of this team and kind of what I'm working on this week and where I'm going in terms of Scoundrels, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm going to leave a link in the description for my Discord, the Bounty Hunter Discord, and the Scoundrel Discord, as well as my Twitch info. Feel free to join any of those Discords and or follow me on Twitch. I'm going to start streaming my GAC again tonight, so hopefully you guys can make it. I am planning on testing out Cat all GAC, so we're going to do some pretty fun stuff. Can't wait. I'm really excited, guys. This character is absolutely broken and completely nuts. And for those of you that don't have her yet, don't worry. She's not the end-all be-all of all characters, but I hope this video kind of helps motivate you guys to try and go for those higher crates in Conquest, or try to make that transition into hard mode, guys, because she is well worth it and she's just a ton of fun. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.